Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tony Kitani, and today I'm you through on how to navigate through this demo for the secondary system. Now, remember, this is a system that can be accessed through any browser. As long as you have any browser, you will be able to navigate through this school management system. The management system has been created by Edulearn, that is uh, a group of young souls or young boys, ICT, and I am the director or the person who is fully engaged in making sure that all things are so brief, and we shall be learning on how to maneuver through this system to register the school from the beginning. And what you're supposed to do is just to follow. You're supposed to follow. So we'll be starting from registering the super admin. From there, we will update his or her details by adding now classes first. Then, or we can add stuff, and then we can add. We will go up to uploading results and even viewing result for the students. And for today, I'm going to start with how are you going to access this school management system. For those who have phones, for those who have be tablets, for those who have any device, as long as you're able to access a web browser, any web browser with a search engine, that means you'll be able to access this system. You can be using Opera, you can be using Microsoft Edge, you can be using Firefox, you can be using Chrome, you can be using Google. You just a cool. Now, I will start by I've already created a school, that is Nehema High School. Now, Nehema High School is one of my sample, or what you can say is a is a demo that you're going. But I have removed all the data in that database, my high school. The only thing that has remained is the name of the school and the details of the school. But so once I set up the system for your school, that uh, start from. So you'll just go to the URL link. What you're supposed to type the URL link as provided. For example, your school is Neema. You'll just say neema.edulearn.co. A school like Majimoto, you'll say edulearn.co.ke. If it's another school, any school, you just pick the first name of the school, .co.ke. Now, for us, I have just created one with a name second name. So what I'll do, I'll type edulearn.co.ke. Me added any stuff. So if I'll go in and log in direct, I don't have any credential for the first, because you must have the initial part, that is username, and also the password to be used. So you will go here to URL link. So you just add stroke, add school. That is it. Now, once it loads, the details of the school is already provided there. The details of the school has been already provided there, depending on how I registered that school. So the name is Nehema High School, that is Trans Nzoia County, Kitale Kapengure Road, and you can see details of the school. Up to there, we'll have a button here, the button name Add Super Admin. So what you're supposed to do, you're just supposed to click the Super Admin button. Once you click the Super Admin button, you will suppose You will be required to fill the details of the super admin. Now, the details of super admin is the person who will be accessing that system fully. All the permission will be given to this person. He will be able to access everything of that school, even adding staffs, adding students, uh, putting or giving teachers the roles on which roles a teacher can play while using this system. So maybe I'll start by giving it my name, that is Tony. Then I'll enter here Kiplangat, as you can see, M888. Then religious is Christian. Former station, as you can see here, the pick it like Clodo, then or any school, maybe Kapchokora Secondary School. Then state a role. Now that is my other number. So from here I can so I'll just go there. I'll select the picture I want. So let me select in order to be able to see that because I've hidden it. You're good. Now the picture, I've already added my picture, and you can see here at this point there's a an ID that is attached to my picture. So you'll add the stuff. Once I add the stuff, you will see here the staff details will be seen, and you can see you can do nothing to it. You cannot edit because already system it is just there in the system. You can just see the first letter and the last cell letter, alien any other details, and you can see from the app here reading super admin already exists. Proceed to log in to add other staff and students. So staff has been successfully added and assigned super admin permission. Step you're supposed to do. You're supposed to register the super admin, the staff who will be able to access all the permissions from the system. You'll be able to add other staffs to register students, or you'll be able even to do any other thing. These are super admins. He has power to do anything to the system. Now, your employer ID, the employer ID that we filled here is the one that's used as a username. Then we have a default password is always welcome. Now, whenever we create a new staff, the username will be the national ID or the employer ID and or the TSC, and the password TSC number, that is if he has a TSC number. Then the default password is or will be always welcome. So just type welcome. That is the password. So if you need any help, you can still call me there. Now at this point, you just go and click login. First thing we did when I typed secondary demo.edulearn, registered the super admin. So I can even or come to a new window, or I can just type here secondary edulearn.co.ke. So if I click that way, direct me to this page. Now I'll select who am I supposed to log in. I'm going to log in as a staff. So I'll just click staff. Now at this point, I'll enter the staff ID or the username, that is 128. Then password, I'll enter welcome. Welcome can be capital letter, small letter, it doesn't matter. So welcome, then we'll sign in. Boom, you are in the system, or you are the first stage, or the first page that you have seen here is a page where it shows the overview, Nehema, the overview of this school called Nehema. And you can see here the overview of this school from the first thing, that is the number of students, number of staffs, number of total exams, number of classes, and also deposited fee and total expenditure and many other things. You can see also the last record, that is the 10 last records on expenditure or expenses. Then you have last 10 students, and then the last 10 staffs added. And we have staff who is Tony Kiplangan, and you have seen how I've added this person. So the first thing I'm supposed to do after registering this Tony, or the first staff, I'll go to staff management. Now, staff management, I'll click view staff. So at this supposed to update the details of Tony, because even if I click view, there are some details you'll not be able to see. So until I update, so I'll come here, I'll click edit. So you'll edit the details. That is a teacher. Then up to there, you'll just come here, select the position, give him the name, maybe is a principal, or is it the person that is it a teacher, is it a principal, is it a accountant, is it a master senior teacher, deputy principal. You select the one that is fits. Then after there is nothing here you can select about the class teacher, because the data will just pop up if you have been given a class or to be a class teacher. So up to there you click update. Now as you can see, the details of Tony has been updated. Even if I click this point, the details, the my details, my picture is there. You can view, those are the details that belongs to the first start. That point, that's how we log in, that's how we add of our first stuff, and we can continue adding as possible. Now, how are you going to add the stuff? We have a button here, name, add new stuff. We also have another one here, add the new stuff. From this drop down, for me, I can just click here, add new stuff. So from this point, you'll just have to select. The staff can be non-teaching or a teacher. So if it's a teacher, you'll see a place for TSC number will pop up. And if it's not a teacher, you'll not be required to enter the TC number. So for example, here we're adding a teacher, so select a teacher. Now, what you'll do is supposed to add the first name. So I'll add the first name, say Hosea, Hosea, then can go to surname, Koech. Surname is, as you can see here, there's this star here. That means that space is compulsory. They must be filled or required field. You can see the surname does not have that star. It means it's not must. You can leave it or you can fill it. Then TS here we can fill it as 543. Internationally, can give it any number. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I'll come to religious. I'll select Christian. Then gender, give him any gender. For example, is a male. Then you can select the photo. So you can add the photo or let the person himself add the photo for himself. That is, after you added the staff can log in, then he can add the photo for himself or herself. Now at this point, what you're supposed to do, go to his details. Now at this point, you'll select the role and will be playing. If he's a super admin, also you add him as a super admin or a staff. You can just say staff. Then select a position. Is a teacher. Then you go and add the contact. So I'll add the contact. So for example, that is this contact. The other contact is not a must. An email is a must because anytime you want to send something, that thing will be sent to your email. So you can enter that email. So for example, say you go on at gmail.com. At that point, you have added or you have once you have filled all the field, you can just click off. That means you're adding the new stuff. Boom. You can see here the response. Staff has been added successfully, or staff has been successfully added. And you can even see here the list of staff has gone to 2. Now, we can go on by adding more stuff. So I'll just come here, add another stuff. Let me add around 2 stuffs so that we will be able to balance when it comes subject. So I'll add another stuff. That is, for example, I had a Ronnie keep coach. Ronnie keep coach. I'm just using Kalenjin names. Don't worry, we're going to change. And say the TC number is 1, that is 2266. At any number you can say. Then national number we can say ID, that is from 8. So 876543221. then religious is a Christian, then gender is a male, add a role as staff, position is as a teacher, then add a contact 0712345678, then add the email, that is Ronnie at gmail.com, and then you can say boom, save. So that's the second stuff you have added. You can even add the last one. Let me add the last one, teacher, the last stuff. Maybe I'll add here any other girl. So Dorcas Wanyonyi, Wanyonyi, maybe Nekesa. Then DC number is 34567. That is national ID. You can give him any number, maybe from 2. That is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you cannot enter ID same as what you have entered for, because the system will just tell you this ID has already been registered. So you'll add, for example, this mail, give him the role, maybe a staff, and then just a teacher. Then we'll add the contact 0712345678. Then email, you can say Dorcas at gmail.com. So that's example of just a save. So I've added around 4 stuffs. So you can go add more and add more. You can even add another stuff. Let me add one more stuff. That's a teacher girl, a teacher staff. That is Florence, Florence Joki Maina. Then TC number, I can say it is that is 909090. Then ID, you can give him any ID. That is I can say that is 9876543. That is 4 3. Then you go to religious, select Christian. Gender is a female or a male. So if I'm a female, and even upload a picture. Let me upload one picture for this. Can I assume, for example, I have a picture for this. Let me use this one. Then I'll just go to staff. Then I'll go to position, select a teacher, then add, that is the phone number. So 0712345678. Then I'll here Florence at gmail.com. So we'll save it. Now, up to that point, you can even see. Let it load, let it load, let it load. Boom, it has loaded. And even the picture has been displayed here. And you can see from your end. You can see from your end. Now, let me continue. Thank you so much. Now, that's how you can add as much stuff as possible. Edit, you're able to edit. If you want to view the student details, you and you'll be able to view the details of that stuff. He is not already in class, so he's not a class teacher. If he was a class teacher, you will see the class that he has been allocated there. So at that point, you are done. So you have added a staff. Now, we can go on the staff from this point here. And the staff cannot be permanently deleted, will just remain in the system, but he will not be viewed as your staff, but he will just be the third list. So you can even download the uploaded list from here. You just click the download uploaded list, and you'll see the list of the employee exactly the way it is. Now that's the first thing. Then that's how you can add a new stuffs in the system. So you can add more stuffs. So when any of these, for example, we have added this Florence, Osea, Tony, Dorcas, and Ronnie. Whenever they use this ID and then the password is welcome, they'll be able to log in. Now, remember, you have not given these people the roles that they should play. Now, at this point, you can just scroll down to permissions. Now, at this point, you're going to give these users permissions, where to access or where not to access, which point to what to do and what not to do. Now, I'll to assign new role. So once you click assign new role, another page will load for you, and at this page is a page where you'd be able to give roles to this staff. Now you'll start by just selecting the teacher that you want to appoint him or give him the roles. Now remember, Tony, we have already given him a role, so he will not display, or the name will not be in this drop down. So the moment you give someone a role, he will not appear here again, but he will appear in the edit list. You can edit. Now, at this point, you can select one of the staff. Maybe let me start with Dorcas. Who is Dorcas? Just a teacher. You can give him any description there. Mainly just give a teacher. Now, in our system, now we're going to give this person permission. Now, what to do and what not to do. Now, at this point, because he's just a teacher, he can manage session. He can see which session are we. We are in term one. Then which term one? 2025, 2026, which year? Now, is this person able to add a session? He's not supposed to add. He's not supposed to delete. He's not supposed to this one because these are not his or her roles. So we'll just leave it like that. You'll go to manage staff. Now, once I click manage staff, this staff will be able to view staffs, but you will not be able to add because if I have not selected a staff, so he will just see the staffs, but he will not be able to do anything for that staff. He cannot add, he cannot delete, he cannot edit, he cannot transfer. Now there's these places where there's a place where you can view the staff ID. So from this point you can hide. Not everyone can see the staff's ID. It's just the super admin. So at that point, it's okay. Go to the other thing, that's permission manage classes. This teacher will not be able to add streams or class or anything. You'll just see the classes there and just to view, but you will not be able to do any other thing. Then we come to student, he will just be able to manage, that is, he'll be able just to view the students. He will not do anything else, not add or delete or edit student. He does not, we are not giving him or her the powers. So uh, we can go to next, that is manage subject. So for example, you want this teacher to help you add student to the system or to edit student to the system, you just give him the power. So if I select that one, he will just be able to add the student. But if I do that, you will not be able to do. So make sure you select the manage. Manage is compulsory, but the others, it is not compulsory, but manage part is compulsory. So just select manage. Manage is compulsory. The rest, they are not compulsory. So kama here, this manage is compulsory, but this part depends with you as the staff or the super admin. Now, when it comes to manage subject, you'll not be able to add a subject or delete or do anything. The only work you can do is just to add a subject. That's the only thing you can do. Manage results. Now, there's that place where he will be able to see the exams that have been registered. Button for the result. So give him the power to manage. That is just to see the result, but not to upload if any teacher is missing. So at this point, for example, a teacher is there. The exams, the student giving the exams, they have done. The exams have been marked, but the teacher has not uploaded. So at this point, and if I click admin upload result, able to upload, but if I don't give him the roles, he'll not be able to do that. So you can just click manage. Then you can manage attendance. Now this is a very important thing. You can manage attendance, he can edit, and he can also take attendance. So those are the roles you can give to this teacher. Now manage print. Now at this point he'll be able to do any other role, that is to manage or to print any other thing. So give him, because he's a teacher, so he's allowed to do all those things. Then permissions, just permission. You cannot just to manage no, even not, it's not, there's no need to give him the permission roles to see the permissions part, because he's not just a teacher. So that one you can just deny him the powers completely. And then you can manage exam, so just view things of exam, but you cannot add it, you cannot publish, you cannot register. Then same for that, you can just view the grad teachers, but you cannot do anything. Manage setting, You cannot do any other thing. You cannot manage fee. But manage fee, that one you can just ignore because he's just a teacher. Who or why should you give him the power to manage fee? So that one you just deny him. Then after that, you create the role. So the teacher will be able to do those things that you have assigned him or her. And then you can go on by assigning any of the other teachers. So Florence, let me give a teacher. Just going to do it faster a bit because sorry, this is a teacher. Then I can manage, then manage, take attendance, edit, manage, print all these things. Then manage, permission no, manage no. That is it. Go on to add another person. That is Yegon. That's a teacher. You can add a teacher. Then from there manage, take attendance. Those are the powers that you can give to him. Permission no at all. Then can manage exams, but can manage view, can do that. Fee no, then that. And you can give the last person who is Ronnie, just a teacher. We are giving the roles, you're giving them the roles. So whatever you explain the first one. So the rest I'm just marking it, I'm doing it for you first away. So no, you'll not be able to do these things. Just manage exams. But for example, here is a DOS. You give him the powers to edit, publish, and register. No, no need. Then that and then create the or I've added all those. So you can see here, this is the super admin. He has a full access to the system. Then we have other teachers here. Now, if you want to edit for this, you can just click edit and you'll be able to edit. Just able to edit or do anything and then come here back down, then save. The changes will be. And then for the same, if you want to go back, just click cancel. You'll go back and do any other edit that you want to do. Now, at this point, that's how you can add a stuff, give him roles on what he's supposed to do or what he or she is not supposed to do. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is to create classes. Now, what you're supposed to do, you're going to create the classes. You may have more than one class. For example, Form 1, you can have Form 1 East, West, South, North, and many other streams. So the first thing you're supposed to do, you will go here where it has been written class management. So you will click class management. Now at this point where it has been written class management, here where it has been written form and streams. So we'll streams. Now, because I've already added the forms, that is form 2, 3, and 4, we'll just do that. And if there is another grade, for example, the new one that is coming, that is grade 10, just add grade 10, then save. Once you save, as you can see, now you can add streams. Now, a school may have streams categorized into east, west, south, north. Others can be just A, B, C, D, or E and F, and that is maybe more than one stream. So you'll add the name of the streams as you use in your school. For example, stream East. So I'll add stream East. Then we have stream West. So we'll add stream West. These are just streams adding streams. So those are the types of stream, and then South, maybe in the 3 streams. So that's how you call your streams in your school. So after that point, you have added the streams and just the class. You have not registered any class so far, so good. Now, how are we going to register a class? Now you just come here, manage form. Now at this point, all the class that are currently in your school will appear there. And this will depend on if you have registered them. So, for example, you are now going to register classes. Now, let me register a new stream. Now, once I click that, you can see a drop down that is select form and then stream. So you'll select a form, for example, a form 2. Then you'll come here, select a stream. For example, this is a form 2 East. So you save. That's the first class. Add another class that is form 2, maybe West stream, then save. Another class, form 2, same form 2, you can add even the South stream if it is there. And that is it. Then more and more and more. And you can see here, East, West, South, all these are streams. Form 2 is a class, but they have different streams. So we have East for that form 2. So there's form 2 East, there's form 2 West, and there's form classes that you have already registered now. These are registered classes. You can go to next, add a form 3. Let me just add, for example, this East only. Form 4, we have only East. And then that is from grade 10, we have just East. That is the classes generally we have added now. So we have from 3, 4, and grade 10, we have East, East, East. So from 3 East, from grade 10 East. We don't have any other stream. Now, remember, up to this point, we have just added the stream. So when you come to form details, it means you will get the details of the class. Now, form 2 East, we have not registered in learner. And you can see here the number of boys. Then we have from 2 East, South, West. Then from 3, from 4, and grade 10. Boys, girls, totals, they are 0 because you have not added any learner so far, so good. And then if you come to class teacher, it means this form 2 East has not been assigned a class teacher. And then the same for the rest. I'm just using term 2 2025. You can see the status. What does this status mean? Status means this class are occupied. It means maybe this year there is form 2 East. The following year the form 2 East is not there. What are you supposed to do? Just edit, and then you do what? You select not occupied and save. The moment you save, the status will change to not occupied. At this point, if not occupied, if you not assign a class teacher, there is no issue. But if it is occupied, then you have to assign a class teacher. So for me, this class, for example, it is occupied. I just change the status to occupied. That's how you can maneuver on that. Now, at this point, we have just seen the details. So we are done with the class. That is adding class, adding streams, and doing that. So let me go straight and add maybe students. How are you going to system or this management system? Now you'll go to here, there's a button named student management. Now this button student management, what you're supposed to do is just to click that button. We will have some drop down here, that is manage student, add new student, student without names, student without assessment number. We are going to CBC route. So we can say student with assessment number stroke KCPE index number. Now this one and this, the student with names and student without without names and without assessment means these are students that you have registered. That is adding, you have added a student in this system, and this student you have not added his or her names. So if you want to get the list of those who you have not updated their names, you can see from here. And those who have not seen their names assessment, you can also see from there. So at that point, let me not click that. Go here to student management. Now I'm going to this button. Okay, we have take attendance. If you are supposed to take attendance, you have the power to take attendance. We have view attendance, and then daily attendance report, and then attendance summary. This is about the attendance of the learners. So at this point, the main point is here, that is add new student. So if I click add new student, I've already added student. If I just click view student, I'll be able to view all the students added. But for now, I've not added any student. And then you can see here, the record C reads no results found. Now, if I want to add student, I can click just here, add a new student or add new student. This button here and this button on the other end, they are two buttons, they are working, they are performing the same function. So you just come here, the button new student. Once you click, a page will load. Now, at this point, what you're supposed to do now is just register the student. Now, I have just emphasized on capturing the main point or the main part for the details of that student. The first point is the name of the student. For example, let me give him a name, Brian. Brian. That's the first student I'm adding, Brian Lugoye. Lugoye. Surname, you can leave it. Gender is a male. Religious is a Christian. I can add the photo or I cannot. Because I don't have the photo, I can just leave it. Of birth, you can select it from there. Then the admission. Admission is a compulsory thing. Because you have assigned this person admission, you just admission 100. And that is I'm a 100. It's okay. Then the birth certificate entry is not a must. You can leave it. Name is not entry. Assessment number is not compulsory. You can leave it. Then you come and give him select the class being admitted to. For example, this learner is admitted to Form 2. Which form? Select East. Now you can enter the KCP marks or you can leave it. For example, is a boarding or just select their border or a day scholar. No need. That information, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to fill only one part. Ukiwacha blank haiwezi submit. So the father detail, mother detail, guardian name or father email. So okay, I mean guardian name only. So from here I can just write not applicable. If we do that, it will accept. The system is just simple as that. The other things are not compulsory. The other save. So boom, the learner has been added to the school, and you can see the admission from 2 East. The mobile number we said not applicable, and you can see even here written not applicable. Even never click view, you'll be able to view the details of this learner minus the picture because we don't have the picture. So you add the learner, maybe he logs in, he can upload his own picture. We shall log one of these students, upload the picture, and we'll be able to see the updates. So those are the details available for now for that learner. So the learner has been added by Tony, updated by Tony, photo, that is profile JB Tony, and you can see those details. They are just there. The learner has not been deleted, the learner has not been restored, so those details are not. So up to that point, that's how you can add students. So let me add more than 5 students first now, because now you have seen. Let me add from candidate, then gender male, just Christian. Then I'll not fill the other thing. Then admission 101. Then just Form 2. Yeah, let me use East. Then filia not applicable, save. That is Form 2. So I did Form 2. Let me add Form 2's. Form 2 East. Oh, sorry. Okay. So add. Can add here. That is Bahati. Then gender, maybe is a female. Then Christian. Then you can remain. They can just leave the other part 1 or 2. Then is a Form 2 East. Here not applicable. Here not applicable. Then save. Then add another one. 1 or 3. Then gender, for example, is a male. That is John Wanjala. Then can select the Christian. Then admission 103. Or first name here. Oh, sorry. For example, let me just take this John here. Sorry, I just filled a wrong place. So this Wanjala, let me put here. Good. Then select take Form 2. Then East. Maybe the other part, then select not applicable, not applicable, save. Now we are adding learners. We're just adding learners to my system or your school. Add another learner. Same the last one. A girl. Yeah, Jen. Waidera. There. Waidera. Then the female. There's a Christian. Then select admission 104. Then leave the other part. Select from 2. Is I'm just adding one class, but you can add different classes. If I click, let me show you that not applicable, not applicable. Now, if once you click form 2, you'll see the streams. We registered 3 streams for form 2. If I select from 3, just one stream. If I select from 4, one stream. If I select from 3, one stream. But from 2, there are 3 streams. So let me select East. Then up to that point, you can save. Boom. You have added all the learners here. Now, for example, you want to search one of these learners. That is the search criteria you can see above here. You can search this learner using form. If I select form 2, the streams will appear as form 2. Then form 3 same, the streams for form 3 will only appear. So form 2, and then these are form 2, for example, East. So if I select East under search, form 2 East learner will appear there. If I select form 2 West and I search, no learner I've added. I've not added in learner form 2 West. That's why you're not able to see any result. And that's why it's there. Now you want to select only gender, that is only female. Just select form 2 East, only female. You search, you will see the females. If you want the males, just click males. You will see the males in that school. And if only borders or not borders, select from this, depending with what you have entered. Because for now you have not registered, we didn't select any, either a school or a border. So that one, if even you select the gender, you will see nothing unless you update the details. So at this point, if I want that, just do that. If I want to use admission number, I can just clear all the feed and I can just enter the admission 100. If I click search, you will see the person with admission 100 and more and more and more. Even just enter the first name here, John, you will see all the students with the name John. And that's why you can see John Wanjala as pop up from this point. Now, that's how we add learners. If you want to edit a learner, you just come here. There's this button for edit. So once you click edit, you'll be able to edit the details of this learner. You can view the as you had seen before. And then we said, for example, this person, the password is now. There's one thing you should know. Once you create you add a student to the system. This student able to log in as a student to this school management system. He will be able to log in now as this management system. This student will just have to use the admission number as the username and password. The default password is 1234. So the student will just use the password 123 and then the password will just be 1234. Admission 103, for example, that's for John, and then the password will be 1234. So admission username, password 134, login, update the details, view the fee statement, view the performance. He will do every other thing. So we'll just log in as a student later. We wind up our video. We'll just see on that. So you can reset, for example, now this person has logged in, or the parent has logged in. After the parent has logged in, he has changed the password. Later, he called the school. I've forgotten the password. The only thing you're supposed to do is just click the reset button and the password will be reset. And you can even see the password set to default. Now, once it is reset to default, it will not be 1234. The default, it will be welcome. That is for the student after it has been changed to welcome, not now the admission number. the learner. So once I click transfer, the learner will not, but the learner will go to this bucket of view transferred learners, and you can delete the learner from there permanently. Now, depending if the learner has died, you just delete his or her him from that point. Now, those are the things that you should learn. That's the thing you should know on how to add students, how to search students, how to update the learner student details. So if I just click go to edit the details of this learner. Now let me go back. Now at this page, we have already added our staff learners. We have already done whatever that we have done, as you can see. I'm not going to take attendance. I will log in as a teacher who will give him a role, or I'll give him to supervise the form, and he will be the class teacher from 2 East, and then he will be the person who will be taking now the attendance. Up to there we are together. So I'll not be able to take attendance because I've not been assigned in class, so no learner will load for me. If I click, the learner will not load for me. So I'm just so those start down without names, you just click there. This one you're able to load any class. You just be given to any teacher can do that, not specific teacher. If you are in a form 2 or form 3, you can you can see the details of form 1 learner, or that way. That is it. So up to that point, that's how you can add stuff. So at this, the other part of attendance, we will see it at the other hand. That is after we log in as now as a teacher, because now I've logged in as a super admin. So at that point, I'm done. I'll just so that thing will do that. That will uh, just it will not show the drop down again. So at this point we go now assign the teachers the roles. Now we go to staff management. You can view all the staff at this point, as I said. Now I want to assign these teachers classes. Now I just click on class teachers. Now no class teacher has been given, our no teacher has been given any class so far so good, because we have just started our system. So we'll just come here, register a new teacher. Now at this point, you have to select the teacher. I want to give Dorcas Nekesa as the class teacher of Form 2, that is East. So 2025, I'll click Save. Boom, the teacher has been allocated that class. He's the supervisor of that class, or the class teacher to Form 2 East. And you can add, you can allocate the other teachers a class, give him a 2 West, and then from that's 2025. Then I can also locate Ronnie another class from 3, then East, then 2025, sorry, 2025, give him a class. I want to give these people classes, that is from 2. This Florence, I can want to give him from 4, then East, then grade 2, that is it. So the last person is Tony. The super admin is also a teacher, remember. So maybe, for example, I've been given a class, I'll be the person in charge of grade 10. So I'll save. Now, you have added the class teachers. For example, you want to delete him from being a class teacher, you can delete from this point. If you want to edit, you can edit from point. For example, this person has changed from one class to another. Just select the name, just come here, select the name that the teacher has shifted, or the person who has swapped with us teacher, then select the form, then select East or West. The streams, they are now appearing as all, because they are all streams. So this one is not we yeah, if it's a West stream, select West. If it's South, no, it's a East. So just do that. And then update. If you want to update, do it has been updated. So we are done. That's how you can uh, give class teachers a role. Maybe is a class teacher form 1, is a class teacher form 2, form 3, grade 10, and the rest. Up to that point, we have this new button where you add the new stuff if you want to add stuff. Now, this is about approval management. I'll not do anything about that. Let me go to subject management. This is where the weight is also. Now, at this point, you're going to add the subjects, the class teacher subjects. For example, a teacher, Dorcas, are going to allocate him the subject that this person will be teaching. Now, this is an important part because wherever the once he log in as Dorcas, those are the subject that you will register for will appear on his system. So, for example, if I come and I click subject management, if I click subject management, now if I select subject management at this point, there's this thing that you will see here. I'll have two buttons here. You will be able to view all the subjects. Now, as a teacher, you can see who teaches Form 2, who teaches which class. And also, you can view your own subject, the subject that you are taking as now the teacher. So at this point, let me come to view all the subject. Now, at this point, we have two buttons here. Register a new subject, register my subject. This person is admin, is a super admin, and that's why you can see this button of register my subject. But this register new subject is always available for the super admin. But for register my subject is when now you have allowed that teacher to select subject or assign register the subject. For me, I'm super admin, so I have all the powers. And that's why you can see here, register my subject button is appearing. My subject. So I can register my own subject now as a super admin if I'm a teacher, or you can register new subject. So let me register new subject for other teachers. Now I'll just come here, select the subject. Now, for example, this subject is English. This is the person who's taking English is Tony. Then Form 2, then stream is East. I'll add mostly this subject for Form 2 East. Why? Because we want to use it as an example to the end. And the same you can do to the rest of the forms. So Form 2, item 2, then I save. Boom, the teacher is here. Now add another subject. So Kiswahili. Then who is this? Maybe Kiswahili is Hosea. Form 2, that is East, term 2. And then boom, just another subject. That is mathematics. Register, this is Ronnie. Form 2. Sorry, I'm focus on Form 2. East session term 2, save. That is how you add. It's just simple as that. Imagine just a click of a button, you are done. And then biology, let me assign it to Tony again. Form 2, then stream East, then term 2, done. And then that is we have how many subject remaining. The rest, let me continue. We are at biology. So physics is Dorcas, then Form 2, then East, then it. I'm just allocating these teachers, and these teachers can add the subject on their own by just allowing them to do so. So just giving them the powers to register those subjects for their own. But for now, we are doing it for them. As a super admin, I'm adding for them. So history, let me assign it Dorcas again. Then Form 2, session term 2, save. We are almost done. We are at history. So let me continue. Geography, let me assign Florence. Form 2, that is it. Term 2, save. Let me continue by adding another one. If I add twice, it will not mean the subject already been added. So geography. So let me go to next subject, that is business. Business Dorcas. From 2, that is East, session term 2. Save. Done. Oh, business. We are not done. We are at business. So agriculture. Let me assign Dorcas again from 2 East session term 2 tar. Then the last subject now is theory. This is more of religious. I want to give Florence Njoki from 2 East term 2 and then register. I've just registered this subject for form 2 because I want to use it to upload the results. So that's why I've just 2 East. So up to that point, I've registered the subject. If you want to edit, just click there, change the teacher. If you want to change the teacher, there is no any other big. You can analyze now the result because we have not had any result point, but we'll just analyze later. You'll just see how subject performance has been analyzed. You will see that one. You don't have pressure. You just see the analyze of that subject. Now, now that is it. Now, we are done adding subjects. So we are going now to register an exam. Now to register an exam. So I'll just click exam. Now at this point we have where you can set the rules for the grading, maybe English. For example, if you click view, you can see English 024. You can edit. Just click edit. You can edit. You can even edit the comments you want to you. So you can create add. You can even add another subject at this point. That is it. So grading system, that is there's nothing much on that. We have to exam registration. We have result upload. So let me go to exam registration. You just register an exam as other thing. So just the name of the exam, for example, is a cat one. Then term is an open exam. Session is a term two. Then all the class are doing, or form two only is doing. So form two, save. Then at this point you can edit. You can edit. You can publish, not publish, just click yes or no, it will just update itself. The status will be updated. So you can generate the timetable. For now, this generate timetable is not working. That's why the timetable has not been generated. So that one should not give you one. But with the time, the generate timetable button will work. So just give it time. I will sort out that issue on how to generate the timetable for that specific exam. Now, at this point, you can edit the details. You can change even the name to cat 2, the number of classes who are doing that exam. You can even remove grade 10 and update. You can see at this point, the grade 10 is not selected. It means grade 10 is not included in that. Then the exam will always be not published unless and you have updated, you have added the exams. That's when you will click the yes button. That means the status will change to. At this point, if I click yes, you will see the status will automatically change to published. If I click no, the status will change to not published. It's you to decide. You can register another exam if you want to register the exam. Now, result upload. Now, this result upload, there's a part when I was giving role, I said admin will be able to upload the result for any other person. So at this point, if you've given this person the power, he will be able to upload the result for all learners for any class. And that's why if I click here, you will see a drop down for form 2, 3, then East, I mean form 2, then exam East, then cat 1 open exam, all the subjects. Now no exam has been uploaded, and that's why all the subjects are appearing here. For example, English, Swahili, Maths, subject, the performance have been uploaded, it will not appear in this list. Then how many students in that class? There are 5. You can see here there are 5 students in that class. That is it. So you can select a subject and click upload, and you'll proceed to upload form part where you just supposed to upload, and that's why you just land here. Now, though learner is seen here, why? You will come and see that on why these learners are not appearing here. Now, if you come here at subject management, then come to view all subjects, you will see there's a button here, manage classes. If I click manage classes, now I will add the student from all the students in our school who are taking English in Form 2. So add. Now these are sorry, these are learners in Form 2. For example, all the learners taking English. So just add all the learners are taking English. Go back. You can see. So you can see here the page has loaded to another part. That is my subject because I'm still on that. So let me just, that's how we have added those subjects. That's how we can manage a class. But remember, now let me just my result. Once you come to upload my result, you will see this button for the upload result. Now, these are the subjects that I gave to myself. I gave myself English and biology, and you saw it. And that's why the subjects are appearing to my portal. And if any other teacher logs in and you have assigned him or her a subject, the subject that you have assigned to that teacher is the one that will appear here, the upload button. So at this point, now what you're supposed to do just to register the learner. So for example, just come here to manage class. For English, I already added, and that's why you can even see here, English are 5 learners. Now I can come to biology, upload result. If I upload result, nothing is appearing here. But if I go back, and I come to manage classes, I add student, I add all of them, for example here, and add all of them are doing my biology. Let's go back here. Now the learner we can see here, they are 5. And even if I come to upload, the learner will appear here. Just enter the marks. For example, 50. Now, for example, now if you enter the scores here, nothing will, the percentage will not be calculated. What you're supposed to do now, you're supposed to enter the out of part. For example, you're doing it out of 80 or out of 100. So just say 50, then that is 70, 77, and this is 60. So that's how those learners are performed. Average what and what? Maybe let me say 62. What is it? Now I'll click or submit button. The thing will appear here as marks added successfully. So what you are supposed to do, just click OK. It means the marks have been submitted successfully. So click OK, done. Now we go to the next thing. Give me a minute. I want to do something here. Sorry for a minute. Let me do something here. It's good. Oh, where is it? I want to see something here. Oh, yeah. Just a minute, kindly. I want to see something from my hand. There's something that's not working out. I want to confirm why. If I confirm why, that is it. Good. I'm done. So things are working out now for me. Okay, now I'll proceed. I will proceed. Now, how am I going to proceed? I'm now here. So I've added the subject from my the person. I've uploaded the subject. Now I'm going to go to my subject. See here, it's not appearing English because I've already uploaded the marks for English. Come here, upload another result. So this is biology out of 80. For example, the person is as the first one has 76, followed by 67, followed by 50, 43, followed by 66, followed by 77. You can see that is the path students have performed. Good. Can see that. So how you add from, if I come to my subject, you will see all your subject result uploaded for active exam. It means I have submitted all the result, or I've uploaded all the results needed. So if I come here, I can now analyze the result for that exam or that class. If I click analyze, now this page, you can see Form 2 English. This exam is opener. Then you can see mean point and mean mark from this point. Then they have an average grade of an A minor. Average grade of an A minor. You can see they have started with around mean score of what? This is 10.8. That's the mean score for English for that first exam. 10.8. That's the first exam mean score for that. You can see here how many A's do these people had. They have two A minuses, and then 0 B plus, and then B minor moja. Then total entries there are 5. You can see the mean marker is 80, average is 80. That is what the deviation. Mean point is 10, and then the division is 10 point because there is no other any other exam, and that's why the division is that. Mean grade they are studying. That subject is Tony. The TSC number is indicated. If you want to update this result, I want to update this result, edit result. So I want to give this person with 50 another mark, 67. You can see I submit. Once I submit and I come back to my subject, I want to analyze English, you will see a big change. Now the mean score has gone to 11.6, and we have how many A's? 3 A's, A minor tatu, A na minor mbili, and then total of 84.20, and that is Tony, and that is it. So mean grade for that class is a clean A. So that's how we can analyze a subject for that. If there are many exams, just select the exams here. You will analyze that specific subject now, different exams. Then we have here view student result. What result have you entered? You can see John Wanjala had 6, 88, 94. The grades are here. For example, you want to delete, you can delete the result for that student from this point. For example, you didn't delete a learner. So once you are when you are adding the result, you decided now just add the learner and then come and date and delete. So if you have not deleted, you have not the learner who has not had an exam, if by mistake you have added the marks for that learner, you can come here and delete. But if no, that nothing like that applies, just leave it like that. So I've uploaded all the concerns me. Now, up to that point, I don't want to cover the other parts. I want to log in now as Dorcas and upload the results for Dorcas. And then I'll just come here to view stuff. I want to take the Dorcas ID. So I will log out as Tony, and then log in as that Dorcas. Password is welcome, as I said. Then you sign in. Boom. I've signed in. And you can see Dorcas is not seeing much of the overview, just the skeleton. How many students? There are 5 students. How many staff? There are 5. Total exam, just 1. Number of classes, there are 6. Remember, we had from 3 streams for Form 2, and then the rest 1. So total to 6. And if you click more, you'll be able to see those classes. And you can see here there's a Form 2 South. Form 2 South. You have not assigned a teacher for the Form 2 South. And you can see at this point. So that's what. Good. Let me just to where I'm supposed to do. Remember the powers that I gave to this person. Now, if I come to student, you will see. If I come to view student, he'll be able just to view the student for Form 2 East only. And because he's a class teacher, depending with that, he's a class teacher, that details for those learners. If he's not a class teacher, no button for edit will appear. But because this is a class teacher, you can edit the details and you can see from this hand. Then student without name is, you see now the button for adding a student is not appearing at any point of this page. This person has no power to add any student. So that's why the add button is not there. Then if I take name is take attendance now. If I click take attendance, the learner for that class will, you can see all the learners for Form 2 East. If you want to take late attendance, no. That is, you want to take attendance for today. Yesterday, you click yes and you'll be allowed to enter the date. But for today, just click no, then mark the attendance. For example, I want to mark present, 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 present. That is not absent or absent. Those two are absent. One is absent. You can see here how many present, 4. How many absent, 1. You can record the attendance. Done. The attendance for day has already been taken. You are done. So that's how you have taken the attendance for that learners. If I come here, select the attendance between that and that, if I fetch, you will see the details. That is Brian, Diana, Frank, Jane, John. Enrollment, you just take a once attendance, and you can see in all these the attendance that you're taken, John has been absent, 1, and present, 0. Their attendance, you can see, click view, I'll view more details. You can see Brian was that day, and you can see if there are more than 10 days, you can see those all this there with the status present or absent. So that is it. Now, staff only to just view the staff. You'll not do anything. You'll not see the IDs, you just see the staff picture, position, just only that. And then if I go to subject, now remember this person is just a teacher. He will just see the subject. You'll not be able to edit, but you just see the subject teachers for different subjects. If I come to my subject, now these are your own subject. So these are the subject for this teacher, that is Dorcas Nekesa. Now, for example, Dorcas Nekesa teaches physics from 2. And you can see no student is taking physics as per now. But I just come here, manage, remember, add. So I'll add those students that are taking physics because they are from 2, done. Come back. Next part, this class is history, done. Not there. I add student, yes. Add. Go back here. Agriculture, add all student who are taking agriculture, add. And then come back here. Then the last subject is this. Maybe this subject, not all learners. For example, these 2 learners are not doing, just unmark them, then add. At this point, only those learners who are taking will appear. But if you want to add that learner again, the learners that you have not added, just come and add them again. That's how you can add learner who are taking those subjects and that and that. So up to that point, we are good to go. So you can see all the learners are taking the subject. So the only thing you just do, click upload the marks for physics. This is out of 100. Enter 70, 90, 90, 76, 90. You can see if I enter more than that, the button for submit at this point would be null. Why? Because percent cannot be more than 100, and then you can see here this 100. So that's why the button is not okay. So at that point you can submit. So we have added, boom, the result have been added for that student. Now, remember we are here. My subject, yes. Add next subject, that is out of it. Then enter the subject, for example, 80, 90, 80, 76, 55. Add. And just add the subject. Then subject, my subject. They are there. So I've added the 3, so bado is mbili. Add 10 hizo out of 40. That is 30, 34, 40, 44, no, 35, 7, 37, then 56, sorry, 32, then submit, done. Then the last one, sorry for that, but next time once you upload you just get the right page, sorry for that. Then that is 30, for example 50, sorry, and then come here for 45, then 45, then and then 44, then submit. And if you come back here to my subject, and also you can analyze the subject performance for each subject as I said earlier. So it's just like that. So you can analyze the performance for each learner, and that is how to do it. So up to that we are almost done. Remember, there are other teachers who have subjects. So I'm not going to log into there, but I'm going to use my portal as admin to add the result for those students, for those class teachers. So I'll just come here to exam, then result upload, come upload form 2 East. You'll see the subject Kiswahili, click upload, no subject R. Now at this point I'm going to do a lot of things, that is not register learners to those for those subjects. But I can just still log in to each teachers and do the necessary. So remember we are done with Dorcas, so I can just use Ronnie. Let me log out and log in as Ronnie. Let me log in as Ronnie. Password is still welcome. Log in. I want to just do what I'm supposed to do. That's result upload. Just go to my subject. Subject is just taking one subject. Now that's mathematics. I'll add all the learners. Add. Then you can see there. Now you can upload the result for the learners. Maybe this is out of 80. This is 77, 78, 60, 77, 56, 50. That is it. Then submit. We are done. You can do this, Ronnie. So we are done. So Ronnie, we are done for Ronnie. Let me log in now and check for the other person. Who is the other person? Who is the other staff? Who is the other staff? Here with 111. I'm done with Ronnie. I'm done with Dorcas. I'm done with Tony. I'm done with Ronnie. So bado Hosea na Florence. Let me log in now as Diego and do the necessary. Yeah, log in as Diego. That's good. Get to my subject. Now not all subject, review my subject. Just one subject for your gun. That's Swahili. Good. All subject. Add. Then up to that point, just come back to my subject. Click upload. The page will upload here. It will appear. So enter H. Then that is 70. And then 70, 70, 67, 66, 65, 45. Submit. Done. And you can see there we are done for that person. So let me log out and log in as the last person as I take you through some other things, or what I think I talk you through, if the things that will appear depending with the person, the credential of the person that you're adding. So now let me use this one now for Florence. The person I've not added. Let me sign out. I just want to use Florence now. And once I log in, you can see even the picture. The picture is here. And you will click here, even the picture is there. Yeah, there are many places. Now you can even see what this person can do. Then subject. can just view these things, but you cannot do anything. So let me go just to my subject, view my subject. Now upload the result. So I'm just going to start with giving adding the learners to each subject. So let me go to geography. Sorry, that is it, our subject, and then go back here. It is as fast as that. So just a click of a button, do what you're supposed to do. I don't know, right? Okay, good. Then that is it. It's loading. It's loading the students. It's not now that fast because students. Good. So I'm going to upload each result. So I'll just come back at this point. That is my subject because I've logged in as now as Florence. I want to upload the result for Florence. Sorry, Florence. Upload out of 100. That is 90, 90, 80, 77, 78, and that is submit. Done. Go to next subject. Next subject. Next subject is geography. That is 100. Come here. 80, 80, 80, 90, 90. Out of 100. Good. Submit. Let's get to last subject. 100. That is 80, 80, 90, 90, 90, and then submit. Add. So done. I want to log in now as me, so that we can view some analysis of the result. Here, the last added teachers are here. Starting with the latest. The last person teacher I added was this, and that's why here. Even this, the last student I added was Jen, and that's why it's appearing as Jen. Now, let me go straight to merit list. You can see here we have button for download. This one I'll cover in my next video. So let me just go to merit list. If I click merit list, you will see this place here. You just have to select form 2. Form 2 is, and then 2025. Which exam? Opener. Then click submit and boom, a mark list will be downloaded for you. And you can see here, Kibet, Brian Lugoe, John Wanjala, Diana Bahati, Jen Waithera, this East. Then we have Katua 25 opener. Now this person have a total of, there's an issue here. I'll just have to check on that, why the issue is there. There's an issue here. Sorry for that. I will check why MG is not giving the grade is not being given. Why? Because the main point is the main point that's appearing is not the right main point, and I know why. I know why. So I'm going to show, or I'm going to do the right thing right now. Why? Why that is not appearing? So that's not a big deal. I know I'll solve it. So don't worry. Correct. For this one, I know why. Form 2, Form 3, there's just an issue somewhere. I know where the problem is, so don't worry. The mark list, that's how the mark list will appear. And then this will give this thing correct mark list. Then we have mark list. That is, for example, is a form 2. They have done 3 exams. So just select the session, then submit. You will see the combined merit list. Now combined merit list, you see now this one is very correct. You can see then for yourself. This one is correct. How many subject? 11. How many total marks? That one. Total points? 131. Mean points, and you can see it is just clear as that. I know why the problem, where the issue was on that. The combined merit list is very correct, and you can see from this end. Analysis. Now for that specific exam, that's form 2. 2025 analysis term 1, that's open exam, generate analysis. Now at this point, you will see the first three students. You can see here the top five students of that exam. You can see the top five boys, you can see the top five girls. You have only two girls and there's just two. Then the most improved, because we don't have any other previous exam, and that's why this part is just null. When I come here, the subject analysis per subject, you can see all these teachers had 11.88 what and what, and you can see why. That's why the positioning rank 1, 2 is position 1. You can see that. Then comes here, that is how many general performance. How many boys had A? 3. How many girls had A minor? 1. And that is it. You can see the mean score for boys, it's 12, for girls 11.5 and 11.8. That's the general mean score. Come here, see subject analysis by performance level. You can see there. That is entries. That was 5 students who have done that exams. That is it. Then grades, and then the teachers who are taking that class. Then we have subject champ. I don't know why subject champ has not been printed. I don't know why. The most improved subject per subject, I showed on the way. Now, let me sort out that issue. Now, let me proceed and go to the next thing. So I'll continue. I'll go to report cards. Now these report cards. So from 2, that's from 2 East 2025 term 2, submit. Now the report cards are also not printing. I will just get the reason why those issues are not happening. But the report book should be printing. I don't know why the report book are not printing. I shall just go back and check on those issues. So that's what you're supposed to know. So thank you so much. I'm coming to an end of this long video, and I shall be ready to be corrected where wrong. And just take your time, go through this video, and you'll be able to understand how this system works. This is strictly demo for secondary school, and also we have demo for see what we have done is just same thing for the primary level. So thank you so much and have a blessed night. My name is Tony Keptani. Let's keep supporting each other for greater goals. Thank you and bye.